Hello, Oracles! Well, Tesla has a holiday surprise for us. And no, it is not just the stock prices that we have right now to be able to buy at. We are looking at version 11 for FSD Beta getting released next week. This is according to Elon over on Twitter. So again, it's Elon saying next week. We will wait and see to make sure it actually does come out, but it looks like we should be getting version 11 right before Christmas. This is awesome news. This is something that we were anticipating by the end of the year, and by Tesla doing this, going wide release in North America with version 11, this means that they can recognize even more FSD revenue when it comes to Q4 earnings. Don't forget, all of this deferred revenue is 100% profit. You know, all of that money that was R&D that went into that was already paid for a while ago. So any money that they end up recognizing for this is going to go straight to the bottom line and in turn add to that free cash flow, add to that cash balance, and in turn show us how much more money they have to make themselves secure for 2023 and be able to do a buyback. And now when it does come to the stock price, we are looking right now at the time of this recording that we are outperforming the market very slightly green, just really north of break even. However, we are looking at another outperformance. As we had said yesterday, there seem to be a lot of options that are expiring today. So we may end up seeing some movement around that 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern time frame, because that's usually when those options start expiring. And today also is the last day that Elon would be able to sell any more shares before we get to Q4 earnings. So 2 weeks before the end of the quarter is when the blackout period starts. The only way that Elon would be able to sell any shares between now and earnings would be with 10b5-1 pre-planned sales, which that is not the way Elon has been selling his shares, so I don't think we are going to see any of those over the next coming weeks. So the next opportunity he would have to sell, from what we have heard, is I believe earnings are usually coming out on a Wednesday. It would be the following Monday that he would be able to sell. So that would mean that Monday, January 30th would be the next time that Elon would be able to sell. Obviously, that is about a month and a half from now, so we've got some time to see what's going to happen with Twitter and being able to get themselves more solvent before Elon has to make a decision if he needs to sell any more shares. Now, granted, like we said last night, some of the shares that he sold back in October were to be able to make sure that Twitter can survive next year, and what seems like he sold this week was to prevent himself from having to go into a margin loan, because as he had been tweeting about, that is very dangerous to get into during an economic time that we are potentially going into in 2023. And now I do also hear about a lot of people saying, you know, Elon said that he was going to be first in and last out, and he lied to us. Just a reminder, Elon still has 423 million shares. He still owns 13.5% of the company. So it's not like Elon is out. Elon still holds more shares than any other investor that's out there. So Elon is still in. He's not out. And Elon still does have 2 large tranches from his 2018 CEO package that he should be achieving very soon, which will then in turn be able to get put on top of that share count as well and bring him up even higher. So these are just things to pay attention to, that, you know, people are saying that Elon is doing this and he's lying, and Elon is doing what Elon's mission is. We said it last night. The mission is bigger than just Tesla. Tesla is just a piece of the bigger mission. So if Elon needs to use a piece of the Tesla mission to be able to further the entire mission, as Elon said, he's going to make sure that Tesla shareholders will reap the benefits of what is going to happen with Twitter in the future as well. So it now comes down to, do you trust Elon or not? And I know that's a big question right now because of some of the things that Elon is saying. So I get it. I've discussed it with many of you guys, and you're all right to have your own opinions, and absolutely justified and reasonable to have those opinions, because Elon is doing some things that he's not explaining himself either. And I think the transparency would be nice, but dude's got a lot going on, and it's going to come down to, do you trust him or not? And honestly, the people who don't trust him, is it going to matter what Elon tells us anyway? Because they're not going to trust him. So I think that's kind of where he's at, is he's just focused on getting business done, and he knows that the people who trust him are going to trust him, and the people who aren't going to trust him aren't going to trust him. And there's nothing that he can really say that is going to sway people one way or the other. So that's my take on it, and you guys can share your take in the comments below. And yesterday on Twitter, I threw out a hypothetical question, which is, what if in 5 years from now, Twitter becomes the largest social media platform that is out there? The majority of the population is using this platform. Tesla in turn, is reaping the benefits of this platform, because now Elon's brand has been strengthened, and in turn, Tesla's brand has been strengthened. Now there's even more positive chatter that's going on Twitter, which is the largest social media platform, about Tesla as well. Now we can get regulatory approval also because there's more truth that is being spread out there. More people want to see FSD on the roads. More people want to purchase Teslas because of the fact that they are the best and safest vehicles on the road, and they are being produced by a company with the best brand out there, which is also owned by Elon, who is now looking awesome because of the whole Twitter situation. Now again, that's just hypothetical, but when you look back to what happened in 2018 with production hell, Elon was getting crapped on back then, and then we got through it, and then everybody's like, oh, Elon really did do this, look at what they can do, and it turned brand recognition around. We even had Sandy Munro coming out initially saying that the build quality of the Model 3 was crap. And then guess what? They took that, made it even better. Sandy Munro redid it and said, you know what? This is actually really good. They make improvements. It's not like Elon just sits on his hands and says, well, we did it and that's it. We're just going to leave it as is. He's constantly trying to make improvements. So, answer the question in the comments below. Hypothetically, if we get to that point in 5 years from now where Twitter is that largest social media platform that is out there and the brand becomes so great that Tesla's brand in turn improves also, and Tesla is even better because of the fact that Elon had Twitter, would we still be mad at him for selling his shares right now? And so looking at 2023, we've got a lot to discuss when it comes to demand, production. We just got some great production information coming out of Berlin and Austin. Berlin going to their third shift with a capacity now of 4,500 vehicles per week. Austin just hit 3,000 vehicles per week. So these are very great signs for the company going forward when it comes to their factory ramp. We also got rumors that they are going to be starting a factory build in Mexico in early 2023 as well. Now, we do know that Tom Zhu has been down in Austin. We don't know if he ended up going down to maybe Mexico to talk about some of this as well. They're relatively close in that area. So these are just kind of little pieces of the puzzle that I'm putting together again. And of course, one of the big questions for 2023 is going to be the demand. What are we going to be seeing for demand in 2023? We've got the EV tax credit for the US that's coming out. We've got all 4 of Tesla's current factories ramping up even faster as we go into 2023. So are we going to have the demand that is needed to be able to get all of those vehicles that are produced actually delivered to customers? So tonight we are actually going to be doing a live stream. We have David Flamm coming on here. If you guys follow him over on Twitter, he is a big Tesla bull. We are also looking to have Lee from Tesla Economist on here. I might end up getting Alexandra and Tesla Herbert on here as well to discuss just that. What is the demand for 2023 looking like for Tesla, and how is it going to compare to all of the other companies that are out there? So that live stream will be tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, I just wanted to throw out there, my son did start his own channel, so for anyone who is a baseball fan, he's a big Yankees fan, he's going to be going into all sorts of news from all around the baseball world. Literally just started his channel, he only has 3 videos up, but if you guys want to give him a little support and throw him a subscribe, I'm going to be helping him build his channel as well, teach him all the things that I know about running the channel to help him grow it and see if this is something that he wants to do in the future for his career. And I love the fact that he's showing some passion for this and really wants to work hard at it, so I'm going to help support him on this, and if you guys feel like it as well, I'll throw that link down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat, that link is down in the description, and if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a membership program and a Patreon. Those links are also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.